Mailchimp tutorial for beginners: how to use Mailchimp for email marketing. Hi there, you guys. In this video, I will be talking about Mailchimp and how you can use it to start your email marketing business or your email marketing plan strategy for your business. Yes. Well, I'm not sure why people are still interested in email marketing, but apparently a lot of customers are still more inclined to read emails. There are still a couple of people, or there's still a huge number or a huge margin of audience who would read emails, or who would click links, or who would want to spend more time getting to know more about your campaign or about a product. There are people who are willing to go the extra mile for a service or a product that they're wanting to buy. And as a business provider, or as someone who wants to make it here in this industry, your job is to relate to people. This is what I like to tell, or this is what I like to remind myself every time I do this, is that people who are reading the things that I put up online, or people who are clicking in the links, or who are browsing in there or through their phone and browsing through the emails that I've sent or any campaign that I've made, those people have one thing in common. They want to know more about what they're trying to purchase. And that's basically the end goal, right? You trying to get their trust, or you trying to get their yes. So they'll hit that purchase button, which is not exactly easy thing to do when you're just starting email marketing, but we all start somewhere. And honestly, myself, I cannot say that I'm a seasoned email marketer or someone who does this job or this task really well. It's just actually based on a few experience, but it works, you guys. So yes, there are a lot of email marketing platforms out there that you'll have to choose from, and they work differently, which basically means that they focus on different aspects of email marketing, and one software can actually do more or a lot better on this aspect compared to this aspect. And those things really pile up when you're trying to decide which one or which email marketing software is the best for the kind of business that you do. Well, basically, Mailchimp offers a lot of options for different arrays of businesses. And also, GetResponse is worth it to mention just because they have this more simple implementation of dashboard, simple implementation of tabs and buttons, and that makes it easier for someone to navigate all over the system. But Mailchimp right here has this integration feature that is right off the bat. Well, for GetResponse, I think you can also integrate a lot of sites, but it's not as more, Mailchimp did it faster, or has an implementation that is completely or way more advanced compared to its competitors. So like, for example, you can see here, you can immediately connect your store no matter where your store is. And you can find a couple of websites that are pretty much popular nowadays. We have QuickBooks, we have Shopify, we have Squarespace, and all of the things under Squarespace. Squarespace has a lot of websites, including Equid, and pretty sure that it already is included under Square option right over here. We also have Google. Now, if you're using Google Sites, I'm sure you can do that right over here. You can also link up your Twitter. Yes. Yeah, I'm not really particular about how people put up shops on Twitter, but you can link them in here. We also have Facebook. Yes, of course, Facebook has a shop feature. And yeah, Squarespace. So Square and Squarespace are not exactly entirely different, but don't get confused, you guys. Square is the specific place where you do the website. Squarespace includes a lot of things like Eggwid already. And Zapier is a work integration or work automation software. This is where people automate their workflows, basically a collection of triggers, app triggers and effects, cause and effect and stuff like that. But basically you'll have to set up a trigger event and the action or the effect of that trigger event to a certain app or something like that. But yeah, you can see here, these are the most crucial applications or softwares that you usually couple up with email marketing. You have here a working automation workflow software. You have online stores. You have Google. You can use analytics and a lot more. You also have a design software, which is Canva. not surprised. And you also have PrestaShop and BigCommerce. And under the dashboard, we're actually here under dashboard. The site design is classic looking, if you ask me. The font speaks of magazine type of vibe. But yeah, this is the dashboard, you guys. You don't see widgets just like the other dashboards or like the other platforms that we have tried so far. But you can also create your first campaign here right on the dashboard screen. You can add your contacts as well immediately, or you can launch stuff like, for example, a campaign, or yeah, of course, what you're launching here are campaigns or series of campaigns. So basically, if you want to share or create a campaign, you can go ahead and right here or click this button right here already. But yes, before we do that, let's talk about the audience. The audience has different options right below it. You have the audience dashboard, you have all contacts tab, you have the sign up forms, you have tags, you have segments, you have surveys and inbox. So compared to different platforms, I find it very neat for Mailchimp to actually have a sidebar right over here on the left side where you can access everything, where you can navigate tab to tab, so you don't have to like mess it all up on screen. Because some of the softwares or some of the implementations of other sites, they have like a toolbar here, if you call that a toolbar or whatever, but it's not a sidebar. So the thing is, it's right on top here. So once you click a segment or a button, it'll show up other buttons right over here, which basically blocks the entire view of your dashboard. So you don't want that, right? So if yeah, some people, I'm really keen on this, you guys, when I'm doing videos like this, is that some people take advantage the design of the software, the entire implementation of this. But different implementations work for different kinds of people. Some of the implementations that has a sidebar just like this one might work for different types of people. They want to have like a neater or cleaner overview of what they're working on. Some people might work on, might prefer the buttons type right over here on this, the toolbar kind of thing. But yes, if you're really particular in that, notice how we're going through right now on this platform, and notice how quick we jump from module to module. But you also have to check out different videos. I've also actually made a video about GetResponse. It's a similar platform to Mailchimp, and you can go ahead and check that out. But yeah, basically the audience dashboard is where you see the audience, where you see how the classification of your audience. How did you segment your audience? Basically an overview. And the all contacts, once you start putting in your contacts, you can see here everything from A to Z, or everyone from A to Z. And not only that, you can manage your contacts here on this tab as well. And you can do that by, sorting them out, filtering them by tags, viewing them by segment, or adding a new segment. This is also where you do that. And to add in contacts, you can click on this button. You can choose to add a subscriber or import contacts from your other platforms. For the sign up forms, this is the feature next to all contacts. This is actually the sign up form builder, which is a pretty neat option. And I'm surprised that it's not under the create button, because sign up forms are, solely created, or its purpose is for the audience. This is when you're trying to generate more audience. That's why I think it makes sense that they've put it here under the audience tab. And what you can do here to gain more audience is the form builder, embedded forms as well, subscriber pop-up, contact form, and form integrations. This is pretty neat. And if you want to put them inside, or if you want to use them to create like a sign-up form right now, just click on select button right over here, and you will be redirected to a page that lets you create. I'm not sure if it works like drag and drop as well, but the form builder basically looks like this. You can choose from a couple of options here, sign up forms, but not sure why it's working. There you go. But basically, this is where you edit the sign up form. Yep, it does work like drag and drop, but basically sign up forms are just like list of blocks. So you can just click on the field that you want to add in. Like if you want to add in a text, just click it, and then you can already see here a new box that we've just put in. And yeah, this is where you edit the sign up forms. The tags, you can also access this right from the sidebar. So what this does is, if you have an audience already and then you want to tag them, basically this is where you're going to see those audiences based on the tags. You can also check them out based on segments. If you've assigned a certain segment for a certain contact, you can also see them right here, the segments. Or surveys, you can also view them via surveys. Now what this does is that it lets you view the contacts based on where you got them from, like for example, but there's actually an option for us to pay for the feature before we start accessing it. But yeah, since we're here, there are different plans that you can opt in to use, starting from essentials going up to standards and premium. Yeah, it's a pretty like the price gaps, it's, I might say it's really huge between standard and premium, because for premium you get to have 10,000 contacts, and I think this one is for the businesses, those businesses who already have like huge reach and stuff like that. But yeah, this is an overview of their plans. So you guys, let's check out what the automation, the campaigns tab has. You can check out all the campaigns that you've created here if you start creating them. And then you can view them by different types or different categories. You can view it by status, or you can view the campaign by type. So by status, there are a lot of status here. We have ongoing campaigns, we have drafted campaigns, campaigns that haven't been launched, and campaigns that are already completed and successful. But if you want to view it by type, you can also opt in to do that here. You can view the campaigns by email. These are the campaign emails that you've done, that you've implemented through email. Also automations. This is campaigns where you created automation within that campaign. So it's basically like an email campaign, but with a lot more tracking priority. It tracks what actions have been made to your campaign. Landing pages, you can view campaigns that are landing pages type. I'm not sure if a lot of people still use landing pages, but apparently they're still useful for when you're introducing a product or when you're trying to gain your viewers' attention about a certain product. Landing pages will still do the job, and you can view them if it's a type of ad that you've made, and also if it's a postcard, if it's social posts, or if it's a survey. You can view them right over here. And once you start using it, of course, it'll look more interesting. You'll have all your campaigns right over here. But if you want to create a new folder, not by status or by type, you can actually just create a folder right here and then name your folder name, like maybe favorites. So you can maybe put in here your favorite, your favorite projects for references, stuff like that. Or you can also check out the email templates that you can use to create a campaign. You don't have this is a fresh account. That's why we cannot see any saved templates. But if you want to purchase more templates, you can just click on purchase tabs and then browse the marketplace for available templates that you can use. I'm pretty sure that Mailchimp has a lot more cooler templates out there, but I think they lean more on the simpler side, on the minimalist side of it all, because look at their site. Their implementation is really like magazine vibe. It looks like a book basically. And yeah, if you're a fan of that, Mailchimp is a cool one to start it out. But I think, yeah, I'm not. But yeah, it's actually nice. It's not something bad, right? You can actually immediately create a campaign right over by using this button right here. But the coolest thing that I like the most about Mailchimp is the automations tab. Now this is what you don't get to from most working software systems right there. But yeah, the customer journeys, it's basically a new feature under automation here in Mailchimp. And what this does is basically what you see here on screen. It says here, deliver great experiences with customer journeys. It's basically a type of automated marketing, and automated marketing helps you reach more customers with less effort and more results. Like for example, you can see here an implementation that they've shown on their site. So the contact signs up to your audience. You'll know when and how that happened and how many made this action that day. And once this happened, you can trigger an action that will tag that person like as a new customer, so you don't have to do it yourself. And when someone else signs in, you can also do, or you can also opt in to automate the action that will send that person a new welcome email, which saves a lot of time and effort for most startup businesses. And yeah, you want to welcome everyone. You want to treat everyone like a real person, of course, right? Because at the end of the day, someone else behind that screen is still a real person, and they want to be welcomed at the least, all right? Or you want to welcome them. That's the least thing you can do for like thanking them for the time that they put in to sign up to your causes, right? Yeah, I definitely would recommend you guys to try out customer journeys. And it doesn't end here. By the way, you can choose a journey. There are different types of journey, but we are under fully free plan. That's why we cannot really enjoy the features of journeys. So we'll have to upgrade for us to launch this types of journeys. But basically, let's get an overview of what they are. You can create a journey from scratch, or there's a journey dedicated to welcome new contacts. There's also a journey dedicated to recover lost customers, maybe send them reminder emails. There's also a journey dedicated to sell stuff. I'm sure you can edit this along the way as well. Can also choose to implement a journey that is aimed to share information, and of course selling stuff as well. This one are different. Send multiple offers to abandoned cart customers, or then create repeat customers. I'm pretty sure you've seen these types of features in action when you're like using like an online shop and there's an item on your cart, or yeah, on your cart that you're not checking out. Basically someone or an automated email will be sent to you reminding you about that item on your cart, that it's time to check out or something like that. And yeah, aside from customer journeys, which is really cool, which is what I really like the most here in Mailchimp, we also have the transactional email, which is also a basic type of email, but transactional email is more ideal for delivering fast, personalized messages that are customized to your content needs. So it has a lot more customizability compared to the ordinary emails, or compared to the ordinary email campaigns that we do. But yeah, for you to do this, you can pick a plan, or we can also try it for free. But I'm sure trying it for free has limited features. You can access more features when you start to upgrade and pay to use Mailchimp. But when we're trying, yeah, let's just try for the sake of it. But for this one, it's demo usage. Test emails do not expire. Exciting stuff. But yeah, we can only access this when we start to upgrade for a paid plan. So basically, we cannot do this. There's also a website option here. Yeah, you can create a website on Mailchimp as well, which is a cool thing. But I definitely would want to do that on different platforms that I can just link here under domain or under store. But this one's a new feature, you guys. You can create a store with different templates that they already have, aside from the website from scratch here. You can also set up appointments. You can add this as a service to your existing store or website. This is good for when you're offering services, because appointments are necessary for when we're trying to set up service for people, right? Or when we want people to access our service, they should be able to set up an appointment with us. This is also a new feature coming up with different platforms as well. It's not only on Mailchimp that I've seen this implementation, but a lot of stores actually are starting to use this implementation as well. I've seen Wix do this. Wix bookings, they call it that on Wix. Here on Mailchimp, they call it appointments. And one of the coolest things here in Mailchimp as well is that they have like a content studio. This is where you can access all the files, the products, the Jiffy, the Instagram, my logo, all the essential things that you might need to create your content. So you can already integrate your Instagram account, your Jiffy account, or you can upload here the products, the basically images of your products, so you can just immediately access them here without you can use different computers when you start working, so you don't have to bring the same computer to every location that you go to. So you can manage your integrations right here. It's really important when you've like integrated different shops or different sites with Mailchimp. This is where you do them. You can manage them right here. You can find a new integration with this button right there, or you can add in like a new integration by clicking this button right here. So when you click that, you'll be redirected to this page where you can find different apps that you can integrate or that you can connect with Mailchimp right over here. So yeah, basically there are a lot more stuff to learn about Mailchimp, but this is just a beginner's tutorial, guys. Now I hope you learned something from this video by creating like a new campaign to the end part, which is to integrate your stuff or integrate the sites that you need for this work. But basically, once you start using it and once you start putting stuff, you'll be on the right track, because tendency is most platforms like this are intuitive, and once or the more you use this kinds of platform, the more you'll have or the more you'll actually understand them. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Hope to see you again on the next one. Peace out.